This is love, this is love, this is love. This is love, this is love, this is love.
Check the old school flow, like water, see I sorta got a Rick James aura, let the whole school know, in that order. Can't tell you what an old fool know, but everything organic, there's a whole food store. Taking nothing for granted if you hoes too slow, too bad. When one door open, they close too mo. I ball, been dropping y'all, that Goku glow. Stash grams and ceiling fans, I don't do blow or pills. My 40 below's giving them chills. I can drive a hard bargain and never give them the wheel, that's ill. Park kill, never ran, never will. Listen, King, I jack Queen if y'all don't tell her the deal. Black or white, it's so Cruella to build. This is dog 101, now give Cruella the steel. Meth, they ain't nothing Beverly Hills. About me on my team, we living legends for real.
This is love, this is love, this is love. This is love, this is love, this is love.
Happy Monday. I'm plumb wore out. Hopefully everybody that's got questions is watching this so we can get all the questions taken care of today. How's everybody's Monday? What's up, Steven? How you doing, buddy? Where the heck did I put that? I got my list of stuff I gotta go over. I can't wait either, man. I'm so wore out doing the work part of it. I'm just exhausted. I can't wait for the fun stuff to come. All right. Got my little list up here. No, Bell, you can't park Friday, man. Yeah, you can. Gates aren't until 7. I'm gonna cover everything. Everybody just give me a minute. I got a list that'll answer all your questions in advance. Bill, what's up, buddy? A big shout out to Bill and his wonderful wife Pam for helping out with the booth this weekend at Turn and Burn. Could not have done it without you guys. I really do appreciate both of you. And I hope she took you out to a nice dinner. Got you a nice steak dinner or something. There's about to be a few spots opening up. What I'd suggest is get to the event page and get on the alternate list ASAP. I'm getting ready to go through probably the final round of eliminating people who haven't paid yet for whatever reason. And open up some spots so we can get all the spots prepaid in advance. That way on race day, all the buy-in money is paid. So if people don't make it, don't show up, don't whatever, the pot isn't short, and whoever wins is a happy person. Tim, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Tyler, trying to get the car going for hard tar. Dan, how's it going? Robert, what's up, buddy? Going good, Brian. Going good. Just a little. I'm still a little bit beat down from Onondaga. Man, the sun. I was out in the sun. I forgot my big ass hat that I got at or what is it? Fatheads hats or whatever. I got this big hat while I was at Gangster's Paradise. I forgot. I keep forgetting to take it. And look at this. I mean, whew, sunburns whooped my butt a little bit. But it was a great race, man. Jasper Graham did an amazing job. Jasper and his team killed it. The track killed it. Track staff was amazing. Chuck, be humble, did a great job on the light. I mean, it went as smooth as a race could ever be ran. It was a great time. Great people, had fun with everybody. I don't know, man. I can't sing Jasper's praises enough. He's probably tired of it because I've complimented him like half a dozen times on it, but he really did a great job, man. I'm really happy for him and his success, and proud of the job he did. He did a great job. It is very Monday kind of Monday. I only got to make it till Thursday this week. I'm only working half a day. I get off at 10 on Thursday because there's still so much to do for Uncaged. I took half of Thursday off and all of Friday so I can get ready, man. My man, what's up, buddy? I had a great time hanging out. I kept, I posted that pic of Alex, which I did that on purpose. But listen, I got to get my camera, and I haven't even had time to download pictures. But I intentionally took like 5 or 6 shots of him like that. That's why that was like my segue. That one picture I posted, and then I was going to post the other 4 or 5 that I did like that with his head in the way. But I just haven't had a chance to get it. But then I felt bad because I was like, man, I stuck my fat head in your way a couple times. So I appreciate your patience with the rookie, man. Thank you. Most other people on the line, they just push me out of the way or something, I'm a big oaf, unfortunately, sometimes. Brother, I do too, man. I do too. But Bob will be there. Pennywise will be there. So there'll be 2 great live feeds going, and we're going to have a great time, man. And schedule us in for next year, please. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Uh-oh. Better be getting it together. They're already getting rowdy in here, I see. Yeah, everybody that's interested in Power Wheels, this is the man right here that's in charge of Power Wheels. I don't have any problem directing everybody to him, but Mel is the man. Mel, as a matter of fact, in the event, why don't you make a post after the live feed? Because I do answer some questions, but I'm not Mel. That's his thing. He knows all the details, all the ins and outs, and he can answer all your more intricate questions. Where'd you go? Richard, was good seeing your buddy. Sorry you have problems, man. It sucks. Wish you were racing with us this weekend, man, but get that thing bigger, better, and back better than ever, right? Yes, sir. Onondaga, Michigan. I love that little track, man. I think that's like my 4th or 5th time up there. I always have a great time. It's always a great crowd of spectators and racers. I've been up there. Jasper's done a couple events up there. Mike, Detroit Hood TV, was doing some events up there. And it's always a great time, man. Always a great crowd of people. Always great racing. And I just like that little track, man. I got to interact with some of the staff a little more than I have in the past this weekend too, and they're all great people. So I can't wait to go back. Jasper is definitely an amazing human. Definitely one of my lifelong best friends. It's very easy for Jasper to become one of your lifelong best friends, man. Yep, he did. Is that yes, sir, for the steak dinner? I hope she took you out for a steak dinner. A good one. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I can't sing Pam's praises enough, man. She rocked it. Oh, it's so brutal. It's so brutal. It's so hard to be everywhere, but I think after Uncaged, I'm probably going to take a little break from races outside the World Series. I got to get caught up on World Series stuff. I've been slacking a little bit on getting points, well, a lot on getting points posted and everything. I got a lot of catching up to do, and I'm probably going to have to take a couple weekends off to do that, man, because, yeah, I'm behind on my workload here. What's going on, buddy? How's it going? Oh, excuse me. Well, that's on purpose. Yeah, no, you do. I always feel bad. I'm pretty good about getting around everybody and all that too, but I always feel horrible when I catch myself inadvertently walking into somebody's shot. I know it happens, and there are some people who are just clueless jerks and oblivious to everybody else, but I always try to be pretty cognizant of my surroundings and stay out of people's way as much as possible. It's inevitable, you know what I mean? But I do try, and then I always feel bad when I catch my head going in somebody's shot. Well, that was the stipulation for the Dirty Dozen. No coverage of the females because y'all are too rowdy. No. Though everybody's going to get covered. You girls are going to be some of the rock stars, man. We're going to have a great time. Awesome. It's going to be a good time, man. I'm telling you, this is, man, this thing has turned into a monster, an unbelievable monster. And I mean, listen, first off, it didn't happen overnight. This is the fourth or fifth time now. Fourth time. One, we had COVID that screwed us. So this is the fourth Uncaged. And it's taken 5 years to get it to this point. And I've had a lot of help along the way from a lot of good people. Some are still around, some aren't. But there's been a lot of people who've helped, who are helping currently or have helped in the past that have made this what it is. But without the fans, without the racers, spectators, the Power Wheels, the RCs, you know what I mean? It doesn't happen, and it isn't great and awesome without all of you. So, I mean, my biggest debt of gratitude is to all you guys that put your faith in us and allow us to do these things for you, because it's a lot of work. It's a huge undertaking. But at the end of it, man, it really is like, and it's going to sound a little bit cheesy, but it is like a freaking honor to do this when you see the end result of a good race and everything that goes along with it. Because I'm constantly second guessing everything. I'm constantly worried about everything and trying to make it as good as possible. I probably get a little over analytical and a little overly critical on myself sometimes, but we always try to do our best for everybody. How many cars? Well, I believe I haven't gone through and counted it. I haven't had a chance to count it yet, but if our memory serves me, we should have about 85 people prepaid in full for small tire right now. And I have like 5 or 6 that are paying today. So it's looking like there's going to be 100 small tire cars, or at least 100 entry fees prepaid in the pot for small tire. Hard tires looking pretty nice. The list, not fully prepaid, but the list has 47 cars on it. Stick Shift has 24 cars on it. Big Tire, I don't know where Big Tire's at. I talked to you guys at the track. I talked to you in messages, texts. I don't know what's going on with Big Tire. There's $2,000 on top of the buy-in money in Big Tire, and one of the $1,000 is put on by a racer because he wants it to be as big a help as possible. Wants the class to be as big as possible, And, Danny Webb donated $1,000 on top of the buy-in money, make the class bigger. And and Box Performance added another $1,000 on top of that. So, I mean, there's 8 cars in there, so that's $4,000 pop right there, and we've got 16 spots available. And I can't beg big tire guys to come. I don't know. I don't even know. So small tire guys, if you want to double enter, you do have to put a big tire on it. It's got to be bigger than the 2810 5W, but non-W. But if you want to double enter, have at it, man. So we have last year was awesome. I mean, the action, the everything. We have minimal issues. I just had a great time hanging out with everybody. Oh, it's going to be a long day of nonstop action. I mean, literally, as soon as chip draw for small tire is done, they're getting in the lanes and racing. And there won't be a time that cars aren't going down the track until the race is done. I mean, there will be no breaks. There will be no pauses. There will be no nothing. Chris Lane will be on the flashlight, and if he has to take a break, I'll take over for a little while. I'm a little rusty, but I think I could probably manage. Because obviously he's going to need to eat and go potty and whatnot. But Jasper, I sent you the link, buddy. It's in Messenger. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I'm a dumbass. I meant to send you the link. So we're going to have Jasper on to recap, but he's politely telling me I didn't send him the link. And, well, I told you, my cup is empty right now. Sorry. I only got so much to offer, But we got a lot going on, man. We've got a full freaking schedule. I'm sending you the link right now, Jasper. I'm sorry, buddy. All right. Sorry, everyone. Well, then there you go. Chris said he'll flag with a hot dog hanging out his mouth or a cheeseburger. You're gonna have a catheter. You're gonna have a catheter and adult diaper on. But at some point we'll have to give him a break. But literally, the action will not stop. It can't stop. It cannot stop. Next year's definitely going to have to be a 2-day event. There's no question about that whatsoever. And that's awesome. But this year, we're just going to have to go 100 miles an hour the entire time to get it done in one day. There's no other option. So we're going to be busting ass. Everybody's going to probably be patient with us because we're all going to probably be exhausted there towards the end, and all of our cups will probably be empty. So you may even ask us our names and we might not be able to tell you. It might happen. It's a lot going on, but you guys are going to be entertained. You're going to see some of the baddest racing. There's so many people coming from all over the country to race in this thing. It's unbelievable. You got guys coming from New York, the Carolinas, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, obviously. I think there might be one person from Kentucky. I don't know. Kentucky will never come up past Edgewater. or KD. I don't get it. I don't get it. Kentucky, where you at? Tennessee. So we're going to have fun, man. My man, that car looked pretty good. Are you coming down? Car looked pretty damn good. My man right here won the second chance race. Looking fly as could be. My man. Dude, he smiled so big when I told him he was my favorite person. I love pizza too. I love that little dude to death. He cracks me up all the time. Yeah. Tennessee. Yeah, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna have some you got 4 different Depends and a headlamp. So we got a lot going on, but before we get too deep into all that, man, let's recap Saturday, because my man right here did an amazing job, and I don't know. I haven't been able to sing your praises enough, man. I really am happy for you. You did an awesome job, brother. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we do a few things different up there. We let people test and stuff. We even let them test before first round of small tire. The only reason I did that is because I had a lot of like the local fans hit me up and say like some of their problems with going to the races and watching is the dead time. And I'm trying to explain to them, like the way the small tire class is nowadays, they need a little time to cool those down. Some of these guys are running billet blocks. Over half the field has no water. And like, we don't even run a trans cooler. So we just got to cool stuff down. So the way to fix that is after the round, you let everyone do a couple little laps of testing. The only thing that sucks is if someone, oils it down or something, it'd be a horrible deal. And I just pray to Jesus that it don't happen. And we've been lucky so far. So I'll take it. It was a great turnout. We had a ton of people there, for being 28 cars in small tire, man, that was a gnarly field. Like, we had some of the Canada guys that are fast. We had Sherm and Brandon Mork and Brian White, and it was just a fast field, man. Zach Sherman, Joey LaRoque, Kevin Blair, Everett. Phil showed up with a new car. Yeah, it was a really good event, really good time. The turn and burn. It draws a different crowd. You know what I mean, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Because of the other stuff, you end up with a lot of people there that are there for the freebies, and they don't really even know or pay attention to race car much. And then we end up hooking a few of them, and they come the rest of the year because they're like, wow, these guys are insane. They're all over the track, about wiping out. We had no crashes, which was good. We had no oil downs or anything, and we had no questionable calls. Matt Gruball, my buddy, helped me at the backhoe on the finish line cam till I had to relieve him there at the end because he was probably so hot and wanted to watch some racing. My teammate Corey murdered it. That car is really fast right now. It come out and was just flying right off the bat. They had an anti-roll bar. I'm sure a ton of people saw that video from the street where it launched real hard to the right or whatever. They ripped one side of the anti-roll bar out on that launch. And they got a new anti-roll bar in and got her going straight, and she was rolling, man. It was awesome to see. I love watching Corey kick ass. Anything Team Bipolar does that wins is pretty awesome for me. I wasn't even too bad when I went out. It was really, I don't know how Jeff Thomas does it. I will never, ever, ever bother him at War in the Woods again. I will literally stay away from him. I will park cars better than I did before. And dude, I don't know how he did that, man. Like, when we went up for second round, we were like, I was watching video in the lanes, like to see what we should set the air pressure at, because I didn't even have time to log it. We didn't have time to do anything. And it made a pretty good pass. We had a little bit of an issue, but Justin's so fast that Tangerine Dream, I don't even want to say his last name because I'm going to butcher it, and I feel like a jackass for doing that. But I think it's Justin Gullick or something like that. But
I think you're right.
he's such an awesome dude. He's got a positive attitude like us. Every time I've seen him or talked to him, he's got a big smile on his face. We saw him at the first time I saw him was way early this year at like the first PYOP. I think he won the buyback race, and he was like a bumper from beating Adam Hudson in the first round. And right off the bat, I was like, whoa, that car is fat. And he was in the left lane at Milan when he lost by a bumper. And like one of the first pairs, man, which makes it, it's really lopsided at that point. He's fast, man. He's really fast. I see those guys starting to travel all over the Canadian guys. Wadji is really fast. Wadji, I was at the big end for, I think, whatever the round was before the semis and the finals. So 3 rounds I was back there. Wadji in the semifinals probably, in my opinion, made the fastest mile an hour of the event. Dude, when he come by, I could not believe how much mile an hour he had. I don't know if it was like the fastest time, I don't know what his 60 was. It's hard to tell from the back of what goes on up front. But dude, that car was rolling, and Corey was making some fast passes too, man. It was an awesome time. Everyone was smiling. We just had a really good event, really good weather. It was questionable to begin with, and then dried up and turned out great. Really good. The buyback winner was Wadji. I don't know what happened first round. We had Frank K come out too, man. That was really cool. And their car had a problem first round, and I ran and grabbed a generator to try to help. And I don't know if the battery was that dead or what, but that was a bummer. I would have liked if they could have, at least made that. But they did jump back in the buyback race, had some time to charge it up. I was just really stoked to see all those people show up, and I love Canada being all over right now, and they seem to be a really good group of guys and always excited to race. Sherm's new car looked amazing. He'll get that thing going. Not very many passes on it. Brandon had a bunch of issues too lately with an anti-roll bar, kind of like Corey, and they're fishing that car out, but Brandon will always be fast too. But yeah, Corey definitely on that day was class of the field, and it was awesome to watch. Hard tire winner was, man, I'm going to feel like a jerk because I'm not positive who drove it. Maybe Joey in the comments can say something if Joey LaRoque's listening. But it was Joey's car, and he had another guy driving it, the Trick or Treat car, and they kicked ass in hard tire. Matt Munson in the silver Camaro. I know his name too, man. I feel like such a jerk when I forget someone's name, but if someone can say it in the comments, that silver Camaro and Matt Munson battle back and forth like every event. That was a really good race. That was a bumper finish. And then True Street, we had this white Mustang there. Do you remember who that was, Josh?
Of course I do. That was Ohio, baby.
Yeah, give him a shout out because that car was rolling.
Ryan Cree.
Yeah, Ryan Cree probably should have entered small tire. He was making passes, man. I was like, good God, look at this car. No bead locks, looking all cool. I love those cars. I mean, you can tell our car looks like crap. So I love the guys that don't really care how they look and just try to get it done, man. And he was getting it done. That was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
so cool that, we had people travel up for that class too, I had a lot of questions. Actually, now you say that, Ryan asked me a lot of questions leading up to it, just wanting to make sure he didn't have like a rules issue when he got up there. And I think he would have been all right if he did, because he could have just entered small tire and went rounds. Like, that car was flying.
Yeah, he can go rounds in small tire for sure. That car.
Just
Him
like
and his dad are awesome, man. They first came around maybe like 3 years ago, I think. And I think he was maybe just barely 17 or 18 when he got that car.
Cool. He's a young dude too, man. That's awesome. He's got a lot of years of fun left.
Oh yeah, and was he's just learning, but this last, maybe it's been 4 years, but either way.
Well, I think he got it figured out.
These last 2 years, he's really come a long way. Long way. Great job. Great family.
And then I want to thank Phil and Janelle. Janelle helped with all the chip draw and 4,000 other things. That was super awesome. And Phil from his JP's Hobby Shop raffled off those 2 RCs, and that turned out to be a way bigger hit than I thought it was going to be. And they put $100 on all 3 classes on top of giving away the 2 RC cars. That was awesome. Pam and Bill and stuff helping in the booth. I just thought it was amazing. Like, we had no prep felons there. We had Outlaw No Prep Mafia. We had Pro Tree Media from Canada, 5250, Detroit TV, Ohio Grudge, obviously. We had Adam Calhoun. We had, God, I'm gonna miss someone. What is it?
Dang.
The girl.
Dang.
Yep.
Brianna.
Brianna, something with an F, man. She does amazing photos and work. And NSE, my boys at NSE Films, they're gonna be down this weekend, man. They're a good group of dudes. I love those dudes.
Except for that Karen moment, man. I don't know what he was doing. You see that picture I called of him?
I don't.
Oh,
I
bro.
don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I posted it. It was funny. Hold on. I don't even know what he was doing. He was just standing there waiting for something.
Oh, we had Noah there too, my little boy.
My man Noah taught me so much. We had so much fun this weekend.
Dude, you wait till this weekend. Like, he is going. He has called me 6 times today with the wackest questions, of course. But they're like, "Are we leaving Wednesday?" And then he'll call back after I answer and ask if we're leaving Tuesday or if we're leaving Thursday. And can't wait to be on the street for the first time ever.
Look at my dude getting ready to file a complaint at Walmart.
Dude, he was about to give it to someone right there. You can tell, like, he was about to let them hear it.
Look,
Oh, that's so good.
I love him to death, man. He is such good people. We've really gotten along a lot these last couple years, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's so nice, so polite. He's such a good dude. Has amazing photos and video content and stuff. They kill it, man. There's so many good people. Like I said, I see people post, negative shit here or there, like this or that. But to me, man, this has been, and we've been doing this, what now, Josh? 6 years? Six years? Like the way we're doing it now, where we go all over the country, we're racing all the time or whatever. And this year to me has been the most amazing year ever. Like, yeah, there's some drama involved here or there, but like the racing is so close. Like I was explaining to someone today on the phone that, like, dude, to win the turn and burn event, it's so different now than what it was. There was 28 cars, and before, there was like 28 cars, and you'd have 5 cars that you pretty much anyone there knew, like, one of these 5 cars is winning. It's really a battle between these 5, depending where they draw each other and how it plays out. Nowadays, it's like 20 of 28. It's and the other 8 are just, they've got the cars to do it. They're just new to it, just figuring things out, and they're a little behind. They'll catch up, but either way, like, the racing is better than it's ever been. The media coverage is better than it's ever been. The pots are bigger than they've ever been, and I don't know how anyone isn't loving this. Like, it's amazing. Like, people are winning that you've never heard before. Everyone's so fast and so good, and I don't know. It's as good as it gets to me, man. I hope it stays this way. Like, hybrid.
This is my second favorite season. Nobody, I don't think any race season could ever top COVID.
No, dude, that was such a run, man.
COVID was
felt
awesome.
like an outlaw all the time because everywhere we went was a ghost town all night, and we're just showing up like the only people on the road. And no, that was awesome. COVID was a good year. There was a lot of good races that year too. A lot of crazy things happened, but that was a good year. That was definitely fun. That was one of my favorites. But for close racing, I don't know if anything's beat this year.
No, the gaps definitely narrowed a lot. I agree. That's what I've been saying for a while now. Anymore, it's not so much anybody being faster than anybody else. I think everybody's on a level playing field with horsepower the last couple of years, but now I think everybody's on a more level playing field with tuning and surface reading and car adjustments. And now it's becoming a war of attrition in regards of mistakes. Who makes the most mistakes is who's losing, not the better car wins anymore, because they're all pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, and that's like a prime example of like our second round with Justin. Like when we went into it, I this is exactly what I told Jacob. I said, I feel really good, but if we make one mistake, we got to pedal once, we're probably going to get beat, because that's how it is now. The other guy isn't probably going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you probably get caught slipping. But yeah, it was just a really good time. I can't wait for this weekend. I'm ridiculously pumped for that. It'll be a little easier, like paying attention to the car this weekend. Like that was wild. I swear, I had so many questions and so many things, and it was coming from all classes and all the staff, and we ain't got someone on the big end, and we don't have someone doing this right, and woo, it was wild, but such a good time. I don't want to act like that hampered us at all. Like we had a blast, and
it's like putting on a race. You really can't fully enjoy it until the next day. You know, you're so busy caught up in all the mechanical shit that has to go on. And then you got to go home and you're exhausted and you got to decompress. And then the next day you can start thinking about, okay, yeah, this, and this, man. That's what really, at least in my world, but that's also why I'm only about doing one a year. I don't know if I could do more than one a year anymore.
So I run all the Onondaga events, like for the most part, but yeah, I only do one like big event a year, because I'm like you, like I said, there was a whole new understanding for Jeff and how amazing that dude really is. Like, I know I've said that 100 times that Jeff Thomas is just so amazing, but I was wrong. He's even more amazing.
Well, there's one thing I'll tell you, out of everything there, all the people who I don't know about getting your fills or nothing, because I love everybody equally and I had a great time, everybody did, but probably my favorite thing, my favorite person to see at the track was the person that you really wouldn't expect to see at a no prep event, my man John Capizzi.
Yeah, that was so awesome.
Killing it first time out. First round, car looked beautiful, went down effortlessly, and he's so cool and so humble. You know, like I'm over there, after I see him first round, give him a hug, and I'm so excited and happy, and he was like, yeah, they're okay. Dude, I don't know. That dude he's an amazing human being, an amazing racer. And to come out and make the pass he did first round is a pretty amazing sign of things to come, I feel. You know what I mean?
No, the world's in trouble. Like, John is so intelligent. I talk to him so often. I love John so much. He's got to be one of my favorite human beings, not even just in racing, just human beings in general. He's such a good dad. He's just so effing awesome. Like, I want to give a shout out, honestly, to Enrique, came out with the vet, and he's a radio guy too. And then Mikkel Borgman or whatever, the Swede in the Volvo wagon. Like, all those guys are radio guys, and to come over to no prep is not easy. Like, and they did so good, and it was so awesome to see, like, to be drawing other people in. To be John Capizzi's first no prep event was like somewhat of like a really cool thing to me. I don't know what that means to anyone else, but to me, I was like, yo, it's like an honor to have this dude show up to the first one and have it be mine.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little jealous that he didn't make his first one uncaged.
I know. I was super excited to see Alec and Mike Graham.
I told you. I thought that's the new laptop, man. That's the new machine right there. I told you I'm putting you on there, buddy.
I thought that was awesome too. Stephen Little earlier that week made a T-shirt out of the picture that Ethan Capizzi drew for him. Did you see that?
I did not.
So Ethan
I saw the
Capizzi,
picture. I didn't see a shirt. I need
yeah,
a shirt.
Stephen Little turned it into a shirt. I already ordered one like instantly. Like
Oh,
it was so amazing. I just thought, dude, Stephen Little, I don't know him. I want to know him, but I don't know him like that well. Like I talked to, I think like we kind of talked in a group when it was like Eric and Callie Nate and Ryan Mitchell and Jason Rank or something or Cody Hoffman too or something. We were all in a big group talking at the staging lanes at Gangster's Paradise, and everyone's told me stories of how amazing Stephen Little is and what a great guy. And like watching him, he you know, like we do, you know, the kids are super involved. We have Cora there, and we have Noah line us up and shooting photos now, and they had their little girl in that dress lining them up. And dude, that guy just kills it. Like, and so he took that picture that Ethan sent and made it into a T-shirt for everyone to buy, and then is giving the profits to Ethan. Like, dude, he's the most amazing human being in the world. Like,
yeah, I
I'm
got
telling
message
you,
him to
like
get
Stephen
one.
Little is just awesome. Like, I've yet to hear like a really bad story about him. Like, he's just a good dude, and he's funny and he talks shit, you know, and I love that too. You know, you got to be thick skinned in this. I love poking. Like
Oh
me
yeah,
and Daniel Welch and Corey Malone and Bobby Burton and dude, we're rough on each other. You've seen it, like creating memes or face swapping shit and stuff. And I love it. Like I love it to death. It's like my favorite thing about racing is, dude, Rory. Rory is like one of my favorite human beings in the world right now. Like, and it's solely based on him just cracking me up nonstop. I mean, he's a great racer, got a good car too, rolls with Andrew Lavender, which is a great guy, and
oh
the Tennessee dude. But
yeah.
yeah, like I thought that was so cool, man. Just having Capizzi there and all Ethan there, and yeah, dude, that's why I'm saying everyone's acting like this is a bad year. I'm only seeing the good. I just blind myself to the bad stuff and keep rolling. Like it was
Right.
amazing. And like I said, it's so awesome. There's all those people wearing turn and burn shirts all over. I sold so many shirts. It looked like the other half of the field was wearing gold chains. I really want Mo to get me a shirt so I can trade him because I'd love to have a silver chain, even though I don't know how you claim to be Arab with a silver chain, but you know, to each his own. I love Mo. I don't know why Mo wasn't there. Mo should have been there hanging with me, smoking weed, partying, kicking it. But I imagine he probably got busy riding that SR. He got into those side by side or SXXSX or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
But I can't
Trying
blame
to
them.
keep.
They look fun. My broke
Yeah.
ass has got enough room for one hobby.
Same.
Yeah,
I
there's my
barely.
boy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Corey are always going at each other for being bald and not even caring. It's just awesome. Like, I'm telling you, man, these guys, we have a lot of fun. And when they look back, that you know, I try to tell everyone, you're in the good old days right fucking now. Like, cherish it because when you get older, this is what you're gonna talk about. Traveling all over the country, racing bad motherfuckers, and just having a blast, like popping tires on the road, having to unload your car to go get gas because you ran out, getting stuck under that bridge because your trailer's too high, having that time we almost caught on fire because we dropped a joint and landed on a napkin. You know, I mean, dude, these are what we're going to talk about. You know, like some of the best friends I've met, like Brittany. You know, we met her at Kentucky and it's became an amazing friendship. Like she's such a great girl.
Mm-hmm.
Corey's not fat, and Corey always shows up with a hot ass chick. So like, it don't matter what you want to call yourself. If you're pulling in hot chicks, that's winning. Straight up, like,
I see a Step Brothers meme in your future.
yeah, it's
Corey and
Daniel
Daniel.
and Corey.
Do we just become best friends?
Yeah, like no, I'm Corey's boyfriend or something gayer, but yeah, Daniel's kid helped with chip draw, man. He is such a positive kid. As I was like first round coming back down the return road, he's sitting on the side, just thumbs up in us. And
Dude, that
I
dude
don't know,
loves
man.
racing.
This is the
Genuinely
coolest
loves
shit ever to
racing.
see. Like, it's as good as it gets. Like, we have so much support, you know. I know some don't, and I'm sorry about that, but like having Joe and Mork and Sherm and Brian White always there offering a hand to help, or Corey or Daniel or Enrique or John, or it's awesome, man. I mean,
I got that for you.
I absolutely love it. I've been having such a blast this year. It's been fun watching everyone. And like I said, let's talk about this weekend, because this weekend's 86 cars on a surface that we went to the semis in last year. We feeling really good coming back. We're also going to one of my favorite spots in the entire universe, like where it all kind of started with you and me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that was an awesome one. Like we got to the end, and I remember in the drivers' meeting they said, "Man, if you leave any trash, we'll never come back here again." And when we got done, like I think I went out third round to Sean Fesner. So like we beat Tony McKinney on his birthday, and it was like in 5-inch race, like 5 inches decided it. And I thought he was going to be so mad. He was there with Disco Dean, and it was like big time street outlaw shit going on. And dude, he was so pumped, came over, gave me a big hug, was like, dude, that was a badass race. That's how it should be. And then we ended up with Sean Fesner, and like we had a discrepancy kind of on the line. So we reran it, and he whooped my ass. And I was all just still pumped. Like I just sat there all night shooting live feeds like a kid. We got done, and I was like, hey, man, told my guys, let's grab these trash bags and go see if we can make sure there's no trash left. And when we get out there, you're the only dude out there like picking stuff up with us. I was like, man, this dude must be real cool. We should go to Oklahoma.
That's what I decided about you guys. I was like, these are my people.
I knew right off the bat. I was like, all right, this dude's the last dude here with us, cleaning stuff up. Let's go.
You know,
like,
it's just that whole situation. Yeah.
This weekend will be awesome. This last weekend was cool because like my family can come to all that. Like you kind of saw, we're pushing the little guy around in his mini race car, and Cora loves it. My kids love it because all their friends, you know, because it's local, so a ton of their friends come. And it reminds me of when I was a kid and I would go to Stanton with my dad. He was a bracket racer with motorcycles, and he was, you know, we would be there every Friday or Saturday night, and I like had my own group of friends there that were different from when you were at school, and we would just run all around under the bleachers and everything else. So my kids get to do that. It's awesome. Noah's a little older now and starts shooting photos and thinks he's a big dude. So I'm losing some of that. But the other little ones are still partying with everyone. Cora got to hang with the big girls, so she was stoked, and it was a good time.
Noah's so damn grown up. He makes me feel so immature. Like he'll just roll up on me with some adult conversation.
Dude, that kid lives in another atmosphere. I swear to God. Like I have 4 kids, so like I have a little experience with kids and different kids and their personalities and all their friends. Like Noah is on another level, man. That kid cares so much about people and is just, man, like the things that I have to punish him for compared to the other ones are so nothing.
Yeah.
They're annoying, but they're so nothing. Like it's literally like, dude, you got to check in here or there while you're fishing all day downtown with your crew or making jumps in the woods, or, you know, he's never doing anything wrong. He's doing something awesome. Like what kids just group up with 5 or 6 bros and build BMX jumps all day anymore? Like hardly any. So like,
weren't those the best freaking days though?
The best, like, dude, just riding to the wood spot with shovels on our handlebars, barely even being able to make it because it sucks to ride with a shovel, and then getting there and digging all day, building a jump, jumping it, going home, or fishing the next day, or going to the gravel pit to swim. Like that's what he's doing with this group. So his other friends are, we have some like really big mud boggers up here too. Like my hometown of Eaton Rapids has some big time mud boggers. Like Victor, his
what's up, Karen?
Victor is Victor Stevens used to have like one of the biggest mud bogs in Michigan. Like people came from all over the country to his mud bog. And a lot of Noah's friends, their kids' dads mud bogs. So, you know, we all talk. It's rough, you know, going to like these parties with my old lady or going to the bar or whatever, because like if they don't want to talk cars or motors, you're like, you know, what the fuck are we going to talk about? But luckily, Noah's little buddies, all their dads are mud bog dudes, so we can talk about blown injected mud boggers instead.
Hell yeah.
But he's excited for this weekend. I'm excited for this weekend. Everyone that's coming should be excited for this weekend.
Yeah, he was telling me all about it. He's awesome. I mean, he stuck. He hung out with me probably 80% of the day, man. That was extremely impressive to me. My dude's dedication. He literally, for small tire, we were together every time for small tire, and he was up there the entire time, like working.
Dude, I had to have a talk with him. He
Fucking
killed
work
us
ethic.
at Milan. So at the last Milan, we were pitted with Schoolboy, and Schoolboy had his hard tired Zephyr there. And we were going to head up and watch Schoolboy. So Noah's in the truck, and I tell him, hey, man, Schoolboy's going up. You coming up to shoot? And he's like, looks over at us like a pimp, and he's like, shit, I only shoot small tire, dog. Went right back to what he was doing. I was just like, damn. So I had to have a talk with him this week and tell him, hey, bro, you're media. You got to shoot all the classes. You can't just like discriminate and only shoot small tire. You got to shoot all the classes, dog. Like, you're going to have some big boys mad at you. You keep acting like that. But it was really funny when it happened. Like,
look,
we were
your Uncle Josh primarily shoots small tires, so don't feel too bad about it. Like 90% of what I do small tire. Sorry, everybody else. I get everybody else though, but you know, small tire's my thing.
Yeah, Noah's next level awesome. He's a super easy kid. So is Mark's kid, dude. Mark and him have the same. I bought Noah a new bicycle, and I should stop calling him Noah. We call him Big Tasty up here. I don't know if anyone's ever watched the Goldbergs, and the middle brother goes by Big Tasty and writes his own raps, and like, dude, Noah is Big Tasty. Like, this kid used to shoot baskets in the driveway, come in and be like, you know, Dad, I'll guarantee you Kobe wasn't shooting hoops as good as I was at my age. And I'm always like, you know it, dog. Like, I will let this world crush you. Like, in the show, Big Tasty became a surgeon. So, like, I don't want to screw this up. So I'm just going to let him. I'm going to let him be. Like, he is super confident and hilarious. But he was pumped.
I'm getting to all that in a minute. Everybody just hold your uncaged questions. I'm getting all that in just a minute.
Yeah, I probably better shut up. But I do want to say that he was so pumped that he had the same bike as Mark's kid, because Mark's kid's such a good kid too, dude.
He's awesome.
I always see bike videos of them playing outside and having fun. So
the whole Mark family is awesome.
Yeah, I love those guys.
They do a great job everywhere they go.
Love those guys.
I mean, that finals race was crazy. And really, odds on, Mark was the favorite to win, but man, Corey cut that light, son. Whew.
Chopped it down. I was sitting in the big end in the truck, and I want to say it. I love Brandon Mark, but I was probably the only person on the property that knew as soon as the semifinals were over, I knew Corey was faster. Like, I was like, Corey's going to win this. I went right down and told Corey and Joe. They looked at me like I was fucking insane. They were like, yeah, dude, way to be a teammate, man. You're great. And I'm like, no, for real. Like, I watched it. Like, look, I got no one would listen. And then I was right anyways. But, I mean, I'm always right. If anyone wants to tell my old lady, I am always right. But
I got you. He's always right.
I knew. Like, I really did. And I thought it was kind of cool because I felt like no one else knew, and I was the only dude in the house that was like, already knew how the race was going to go. I mean, unless Brandon made a big change or a big swing. I saw both the semifinal and the one, and it's not, you know, my eyeball ain't nothing. I mean, I could be dead wrong, but my gut was telling me Corey had that. He was a little bit faster, and then he cut that light to top it off, and it was like, whoo, that's hard to come around. Like,
no, that was what made the difference. I mean, Corey's my brother. I love Mort, but Corey's my brother, so that's who I wanted to win. But if I play it out in my mind statistically, Brandon should have won.
No, but yeah, Brandon's a killer.
When Corey cuts a light on you and he's out a car and a half on you before you leave, it's hard to make that up. It's
super hard to make that up.
When they're that close. I mean, it's not like we were talking about earlier where there's huge margins where there's tenths and half seconds anymore. You know, when you're talking, there's a 1 or 2/10 difference. Everybody has to be on their game in every way, shape, or form. Not saying Brandon was not on his game, just Corey was extra on his that day.
No, dude, Brandon's a bad man, dude. I will never take any. Dude, we're talking about a guy that has won War in the Woods and 400 other gigantic races. Dude, Mark is a
One of the
bad man.
fastest there is, period.
I just knew that day at that time, I knew who was winning. Like, it's happened before. I've guessed, right, once or twice in my life. But yeah, dude. And definitely, Gary, I am always burning one down. Always.
Always. So,
But yeah, this weekend, let's get into rules. Let's get these guys going. We moved on from that. Congratulations, Corey, Joey LaRoque's brother, and Ryan Creek.
Wadji and Ryan
And
Creek.
Wadji on the buyback. And thank everyone for coming. But we on to the next now, man. Corey's coming to this one too, man. Has anyone got anything for him? We're moving from front side to back side. Where's he going to be at this week? Brandon Mort coming down, or is he skipping this week and going back to boating? Did Brian White make it?
He doesn't do backside. Brian White will be in the game.
Uh-oh, that's a big killer. I know we got Austin Shepard there. We got Chase, what is that, Ludwig? Is it Ludwig or Ludwig?
Ludwig, yeah. Oh, my God. I mean, listen.
Is Billy and Tommy showing
Alex
up?
Bergdale, Allen Robinson. I mean, listen.
In the new car? In Opie Taylor?
I'm sure. I would bring in Opie.
I would too. I definitely would be bringing Opie. I might bring the other one and double enter.
Better get on that alternate list.
Yeah, that's true. But in the original plan, I would have just double entered.
Yeah.
We got Raggedy Ann showing up, who ditched my race. I thought I was finally going to snag Raggedy Ann, but he had a big party this weekend or something and didn't end up showing up.
So let's see here. We got, I'll just pull the list up. I mean, it's
major
pretty unbelievable list.
We got Zach Jones showing up. Is Zach Jones and Jody coming to party with me or what?
No.
No.
What
the hell are they doing?
I don't think there's any. I gotta double check, but I don't think there's. But maybe
is Happy coming up? What did they got? Another race we didn't know about?
No, they got people coming in from out of town. He's coming in for a little bit, bringing his out of town people with him. But we got. So here, we'll just do this real quick. Now let me make that bigger.
There we go. We got Jeff Thomas coming too, don't we? Look at him, number one up there. Everett LaForge coming. He's been doing really good backside too.
Yeah.
He's definitely starting to get backside down in that car, and I don't know if that car was ever really set up good for backside, and he's starting to figure it out. That Justin Turgeon too, dude, is a beast. He's got this yellow Falcon. Yeah, he's a fast dude too, man. Is Craig Metcalf coming to party? Enrique's on there too, man. Enrique is now no prep. He ain't even prep. I'm not even calling him prep anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Caleb Miller on there. Dan
Butler. Look at this dude right here.
Jarrett Bradshaw. All right, dude.
One of the baddest dudes
in everyone's face that says he don't travel. Damn, that's a hitter right there, man. That guy kills it on backside. Yeah. And they did a front side not too long ago and killed it too. Team Denver's fast as fuck, man. I don't care if they travel or not.
They are.
You don't want to fucking race them, man. They're fast. I mean, I want to race them just because I love racing fast dudes, but yeah, they're definitely fast. Billy, Tommy, Joey LaRoque coming again, man. That dude's, I'm telling you, people better watch out for Joey. He whooped my ass on the street like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
He's got Enrique helping him with the tune now. He's got everything it takes to win, man, and they're just getting that car sorted out. Like, I know it's been around for a while, but it wasn't right, and it's rolling now.
Oh, yeah, it's huge
Aaron
progress.
Falkenberger is a fucking killer, dude, in that MR2. Phil West. Blake is fast. Tim Crump, man, Tim Crump is fast too, and I want his car so bad. Like, not as
Dude, he's
bad as
got
Jack
one.
Lard's, but his car's second on my list of cars I would literally give away body parts for as long as I could still race. Ryan
Listen,
Cree. All right.
well,
Trevor Mason is everywhere too now
and
traveling. That's awesome.
and his dad.
And
That's
his dad.
Ryan's dad.
What's his dad running?
They're both Mustangs.
All right. They're my kind of people. Look at Patrick Sparkman showing up too, man. I haven't got to hang
Yeah.
with my boy all day. Is Adam Blanton in this?
Frank K.
Frank K. Dude, gotta love Canada showing up all over. There's that
This
Duck
guy.
Jasper. Yeah.
Anybody know who that guy is? Robert Fairchild's got relatively
Adam Puyak showing up. He's been doing really good this year.
Ryan McCoy.
Cody
Todd
Myers, the Dayton Small Tire Mafia.
Pedro's another Canadian.
Yeah, Pedro Paul showed up to our event, and that car was killing it. Dude, that car was so beautiful. Look at
Oh,
my
yeah.
boy Eric Mann's back, too. Oh, I've been waiting like 2 years to love Eric Mann's again, and I finally get to this weekend.
Yep. Stepchild, Tony McKinney. James with the all-wheel drive Mustang.
Street Outlaw Johnny Quick coming down, too. Damn,
Tobin
I couldn't
Jessup.
even get him to show up to my event. You must be doing something, Josh. James Teague and the Wagon Slayer throwing small tires on?
No, he's got that Malibu now.
Oh, nice.
So, but he's going to
That
bring the
sucks.
big.
What happened to Brandon Sullivan? Oh, my God. Joe Ferry's coming, too. That's awesome, man. Did
Joe
you
Ferry,
see that
Kevin
picture of
Fields.
him on the golf cart, man? Like, that dude is saving zero pussy for anyone. He's
Nah,
taking
man. Look.
all of it. Like,
He's one. He's he's like the most chill dude that will.
no,
No matter what. Every time I walk up on that dude, he just hits me with a smile and a "What's up, dog?" that just makes me feel so good and happy. I'm like, my man, what's up?
Yes, there's no one that eats a glizzy better than Joe. Brian White on there, man. I'm telling you, Brian White's a scary dude. Zach Sherman, another dude that's killing it. Dylan from Mac. Doug Schemler was runner-up at the buyback race this weekend. He's got a nice Camaro that Kenny Dangler did a bunch of work on. And if you know Kenny Dangler, he's a bad man. There's this weekend's winner, Corey Malone.
Don Saporito.
What's Alex Bergdahl bringing?
Corey Malone. Oh,
Dude.
you haven't seen his truck?
I'm
Bro. Oh,
gonna have to go down and check that out. He's an awesome dude too. There's Mickle too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the Volvo?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yep.
Look at all these radial dudes just selling out for the going to the dark side. Oh, that's awesome. Dylan Cato. Ooh, he's a bad man too. Then Justin and Tangerine Dream. And Sherm Baker showing up. Man, that's a list right there.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying. People should be excited for this weekend.
Listen, there's
God,
there's no even there's no ducks on this list at all. I mean, I know there's some guys that don't get like national attention. Joe Smiley has a freaking gangster new edge that he just won KD Midnight
I didn't
Madness
see Tyler Cox on there. Where's he at?
like a month ago. He's on there.
Okay, see, that's what's part of my problem is I'm like half blind. So it was very hard to.
Tyler
Cox has been flying this year too.
Oh yeah, I mean there's everybody's a killer,
man. That's a huge field.
Craig Lamb.
Patches isn't traveling out with Bradshaw. Man, I can't wait to see my boy Jordan Smith, man. That dude's a betting fool. He's gonna have to run into Ethan. Those two should be going at it all day on the line. And you know who I miss, Josh? I miss David Ray. That dude had one of the biggest smiles ever. I love seeing him on the line every time I pulled in. We
Yeah.
missed David Ray.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I mean it's
Oh,
it's on
God.
there. It's on. I don't know what the hell
Let's fix
Facebook
that.
did here. I gotta fix that. I don't know
They
where
just
all
already
the
knew that there was going to, they were just trying to make it look like more were coming.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. Facebook sucks, but we
I don't
got
know what
8.
the hell the big tires are doing, dude. Like, where are you at?
And look at all these spots I got for Big Tire.
God, man.
And got $2,000 on top of buy-in.
That's crazy. I don't understand why they don't. We're going to have to start shucking that money to hard tire, man. And I know Matt Munson's raising his hand right now. I know Joe Davis is raising his hand right now. Look at him first on the list.
Oh yeah.
Joe's our boy.
Not-
Oh, we got Chuck B. Humble bringing something too, dog.
yeah, not Johnny Garrick be there with his new build. Muskrat. I mean, there's a lot of killers here. Skunk Truck, Hobie,
I'm telling you, hard tire's gaining
Joey.
steam, man. It's becoming bigger and better.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Kenny in there. Kenny LaFlower or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that car. Slimer.
All right.
I think it's called Slimer.
Yeah.
Whoa, so
Ballard.
Aaron's bringing the other car with a stick shift?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool too, man. Aaron's
TJ
such a
York.
good guy too. Like, I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if you've talked to him much. You obviously have because you just you had it. But man, that guy's a really good guy, man.
Hell yeah, brother. You guys have safe travels. Michelle. All Michelle's been the only thing she even cares about is seeing your daughter. she don't even care about nothing else on the whole race. That's all she's talked about. Which I don't blame her. She's pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't
Was
know, man.
Patches on the list too?
Yeah.
Dude, like that's
Yeah,
I'm
he's
telling
on
you
there.
right there. I'm so pumped on that. And they're great guys. We at that Grand Hustle that was a ridiculous Grand Hustle. Remember how they like switched a bunch of drivers around?
Yeah.
Originally we were supposed to run Jarrett Bradshaw. And he come right over and introduced himself and they were cool as heck. Caitlin rolls with them. That shoots photos. What is it, KW? And she's real awesome. She was another really cool person we met, and yeah, they were great guys. And it's so cool to see them out at this event. Yeah, and they're bad fast, man. That'll be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. All classes are capped and have to pay for in advance. So there's the lineup so far. It is going to change a little bit because you see there are some people who haven't. There are some spots where people have had to make payments where they've paid half, and then I mean, listen, I've told people I understand that majority of us are blue collar people, so if you have to pay half now and half later or whatever, just before, this week it has to be paid in full before the race. Don't think you can show up on the property to pay your stuff because there's somebody who'll pay in full for your spot right now. I promise you. I hate to say it that way, like a slimy used car salesman, but it's kind of crazy.
When you're running these races, you got to make sure you're getting the people there. Like you're
Well,
advertising
we want to make sure
an amount and a pot and everything else.
We'll make sure the pot's what it's supposed to be. We'll make sure everything is as nice and cool as can be. We got.
Because I've watched Jeff Thomas, and I know you've watched him do this too, where he lets a few people, because of whatever circumstances or whatever, tell them they're going to pay him when they get there, and then they don't. And then he still guarantees that pot. So then he has to turn around and pull that out of his pocket or try to track those dudes down. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, after throwing a couple races, like people really don't understand what is really going on. Like I've told Detroit Mike from Detroit Hood TV thousands of times over again. I'm always like, dude, like, thank you for doing this. I know how much work this is. I know how much shit you take. I know how many people are wanting to yell at you. I know how many other promoters are mad because you can't ever seem to nowadays you can't schedule shit without being on top of fucking something. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts anymore. And the way the economy is, expecting people to afford to even be able to travel 5 hours in their rig on some sort of consistent basis is just, kind of outlandish. I mean, luckily we have a lot of help, and I have, as you know, the most amazing friends and family around. So I'm super lucky, but not everyone is like that. And I haven't even been like that for my whole life. There were huge parts where we wouldn't even be able to go to a race to watch. So I get it, but being a promoter is insanely complicated. Like, it is so hard.
It is. Yeah, just go to the event. I think there is one stick shift spot available. So go get an event, put your name on the list in the comment section.
So you had
And,
comments earlier, Josh, about what, run order?
Yeah, I got a list. I'm not being rude, but I'm not going to try and follow the comments because it's just going to
Okay. Yeah, it gets crazy. There's a
be
lot
a
of them.
clusterfuck for me. I got a list that covers all that stuff. So yeah, just go over there and get on the list, and we'll get you in there. So one of the probably. So listen, you guys know I've said Jeff has been my inspiration for trying to do the biggest, baddest, whatever. And so we done teamed up with Kerf Waterjet on these trophies, and what I think is probably the baddest trophies that have ever been made. They're only for first place in each class. And what the hell? I really don't think that
That's sweet.
so this is
Damn, that's sweet.
half inch marble, all water jet cut. This is all stainless. The fence is cut out stainless. This is 1/4 inch thick copper. The cars down here are 1/4 inch titanium. There's one for each class, including the ladies.
Man, that is so trick.
They'll all have, this will go across the top. He's finishing them all up now. So we got them for the motorcycle classes, each of the car classes. And then this is my dude, CJ Andrews. This was probably like one of the very first followers of Ohio Grudge Racing, man. And we started OGR probably like a year after he was in a horrible car accident that left him a quadriplegic. And this dude talked to me several times a week for the last 6-7 years. And unfortunately, in April this year, he passed away. So we're going to do a little memorial tribute to him to kick off the race. His family's going to come out. We're going to put his ashes on the track in the middle and do a burnout. And then we made the family a commemorative trophy. And that's his likeness.
That's awesome.
Because he really was an awesome dude, man. And he freaking, I miss that dude. I miss that dude a lot. You meet really amazing people in racing, and he was one of them. I mean, we talk about racing, talk about whatever, talk a lot of shit, and had a great sense of humor, man, and a great outlook on life. And it's just one of those tragic things. He just started physical therapy, and that was coming around for him. He was starting to get some mobility and all that stuff again. Then he got an infection and passed away this year. So we wanted to do something special for him, man, because he's a cool ass dude and he needs to be remembered.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, all right. So all the main questions I get, where's Big Tire at is the biggest question, or the question I get asked the most. Nobody can believe that last year we had 21 cars in Big Tire, and this year I can't even beg but 8 people to come. So hopefully some more show up. camping. So Friday, National Trails is having their midnight street drags, which is a no prep front side race. Gates open at 7:00. You don't have to enter the race or whatever, but you will have to pay spectator admission to get in if you want to camp overnight. But there is no charge for camping or anything. You can come in Friday and stay until Sunday morning if you want. Again, there's no charge for camping. You will still have to pay admission for the National Trails event, which is $15 or $20, and then obviously Saturday morning you'll have to get your UNCAGED wristband, which is $25. So we'll have 3 lanes open this year for the ticket booth to get everybody in as quickly and as efficiently as possible. We did have kind of a little traffic jam last year. We had some issues. So instead of opening up just 1 lane, we'll have 3 lanes opened up this year to get it done. RC race will be in the staging lanes, and there's 12 staging lanes. I believe he's going to be running multiple classes at the same time. But all the RC guys.
You mean the front side staging lanes?
Yeah, as if you were going into a front side race.
Right,
Yep,
not the staging lanes we're in, which is the return road and normal.
Correct, not the return road, the actual staging lanes for business as usual. Nobody will be allowed to park down by the return road. Nobody will be allowed to park down by the wall this year.
Thank God.
To be frank, there was just too many spectators that were being assholes about putting their car in the way. So nobody will be allowed to park down in the grass along the wall. Feel free to bring tents or pop-up tents and chairs and all that stuff, but there will be no spectator vehicles. There will only be race cars in the staging or in the return road, which is our staging lanes, Saturday. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you put your spectator car down there, it'll get towed off at your expense without remorse. Consider this your fair warning, because we have almost 200, I think it's 240 cars locked in for this race. There's not going to be any time throughout Saturday that a car's not going to be going down the track unless we have a spill or something. So we will not have time to deal with spectator cars in the middle of the staging lanes, blocking race cars from getting to the track. Handicapped people will be able to be dropped off down there. They will not be able to park down there. They can get dropped off down there, but they will not be able to park down there. Golf carts, yes, but there will be no tires allowed on the asphalt at all, period. There'll be there's no leeway, nothing. I mean, racers, the only non-race cars,
your golf cart.
the only race cars allowed on the proper or on the return road will be push cars or push carts. Yeah, if you're a spectator with a golf cart, you can drive down there and park in the grass. But again, I'm just going to be firm and fair about it because I'm telling everybody up front that there's a 0 tolerance policy about it. The most important thing is getting all 240 of these cars down the track Saturday and getting everybody down there safely. Not someone's ego or laziness or pride or selfishness because they don't care about anybody else. They don't care about all the other people on the property. They got to be big dick swinging and park their car where I said not to. We will be swift and tow that shit and move it for you. And if you hate me afterwards, I don't care. You've been warned in advance. I love you now. I'm just saying, I'm going to be firm but fair about it. No vehicles, but yes, Power Wheels are still racing backwards at the end of the track, just like the big cars do. But you'll have to walk down. I have to have everybody. I'm not going to have time to chase people off or round people up because it turns into the same thing. People wander off and you can't figure out whose blue Ford F-150 this is. And then it sits in the way for an hour. And so there's going to be 0 cars other than track staff or race cars on the return road period. Yep, vendor setup area is going to be by the ET shack along the fence. All the vendors will be in that row. Everybody will be together. Be easy for the spectators to find. Concessions will also be in that same area. Instead of, I know last year spectators weren't exactly thrilled about walking all the way to the end of the track, which I get. It's a long haul, so we've moved everybody up there now. That'll make it easier on all the spectators, and hopefully it helps all the vendors out as well. Well, we'll have track staff directing traffic and showing spectators where to park, and we'll have security who will keep spectators from the return road and from the pit area. There's just too much going on. There's too many cars. There's too much stuff that has to happen. So, like I said, we're going to be firm but fair on the situation. So noon is Power Wheels and RC Racing. Again, RC Racing will be up in the staging lanes by the tower. And that's where all the RC guys will park, is at the bleachers behind the burnout box there. So all of you will park in that area. That way you can walk over to the staging lanes and do your RC racing. Power Wheels, just wander down there. 1 o'clock, we're doing chip draw. And immediately after small tire chip draw happens, small tire cars are getting in the lanes. So small tire racers, be ready to get your chip in your hand, know your number, and go get your car in the lanes. I mean, we're going to have to bang, 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 bang. I mean, small tire will be getting in the lanes and starting to run while we're drawing other classes. I mean, it just has to be as quick and smooth and efficient as possible in every aspect. So, time is our enemy. There's a lot of stuff to do in a short amount of time. So we just got to get it done, keep everything moving. Again, reach out to Mel Revo Robinson for all the information on the Power Wheels stuff. So immediately after chip draw, small tire, like I said, we'll kick the race off with the CJ Memorial burnout, say a few words, and then it's on like Donkey Kong, small tire racing, camping. Racer gates, we moved up to 8 a.m. It was 9 a.m., but we moved it up to 8 a.m. Of course, racers can come in Friday also after 7 p.m., but if you're coming Saturday, 8 a.m., I'd suggest getting there as early as possible. And I didn't have a chance, but I'll get the list. I'll get the map done to show everybody where parking is for the racers. Pretty much the same down in that bowl area where it was last year. Spectators at 11 a.m. Run orders, small tire, big tire, hard tire, stick shift, ladies class. No, Mel, no vehicles at the end, period. Not for you, not for me, not for Jesus, nobody. You're going to have to be up by the ET shack with the rest of us in the vendor area. Yeah, media and pit crew can come in with racers at racer gate time. And then also, this year, what we did was we got rid of tech cards, which was normally $50, but the track still has to make some money. So racers will have to pay $25 admission, but you're saving $25 because there's no tech card feed. So I know racers hate to hear I got to pay admission, but you're not paying for a tech card. So you're saving $25 on that end of it. But that
like
money,
saving money.
huh?
I like saving money.
Yes, yeah, and
Seems like a no-brainer. I
that's
guess
the money.
if you ride
The
the
tech
short
card
bus,
money is what the tech card money is what they use to pay for insurance for the event, and usually, so I talked them into cutting that price in half, basically. Because it's such a big race, we're just hoping that with as many racers as coming in, that means more spectators come in. So hopefully it washes out, because insurance and electricity is outrageous, and firing up those big ass lights they have is, I don't know. Electric company is off. I don't know about Michigan, but our electric bill's almost double from what it was last year here at home. So it's crazy.
yeah, I pay a lot of electric, if you can guess.
It sucks. Yeah, I could go on my little conspiracy theory about it, but I'm sure it's the forced solar, but whatever.
Well, I mean, we definitely don't have any monopolies in this country, right?
I could go down that rabbit hole for a long time.
Yeah, we'll definitely skip it because I've got some wild stories too.
We'll do that Friday though. It's Saturday on our time. But yeah, so ladies, first round basically is a test pass, and then after that, we'll pair you up and we'll negotiate lengths or whatever, and try to make it as even and fair of a race as possible, and just have fun. It's a free entry race. There's some sponsor money and a cool trophy and all that, but at the end of the day, man, it's about giving the ladies an opportunity to have some fun on the track, because the majority of the time, most of them are the racers' cheerleaders, or they're just beginning in racing, and there really isn't enough, there isn't enough females who in no prep racing where it's evenly matched. So this is our way of having fun, helping them learn more about no prep racing. This will be our first time with the backwards race for the ladies race, so that'll be fun. And it's just about educating and having fun. The girls can learn how to negotiate lengths, scope out the competition. Husbands are not allowed to have any input or anything. Listen, here's how it always goes. I run it down in the driver's meeting for the ladies. There's always a couple of husbands who are pouty asses about it. There's usually an argument. There's usually, hard feelings or something for a little bit, but then at the end of it, we all come back together and we're best friends. Husbands, here's why I always reiterate, and I'll reiterate it again Saturday. Don't be that guy. Don't be dumb enough to be that guy that gets your wife kicked out of the free entry ladies race when it's her moment to shine on a national and global stage. I mean, no prep felons and Pennywise get seen globally. Your spouses this is their opportunity to shine and have fun and learn and everything. Don't be that dumbass that gets her kicked out of the event. Can you imagine what your home life's going to be like? Hoof.
Hard pass.
Could you imagine what your home life would be like if you got your wife kicked out of the free ladies race in her moment to shine on a global level? Oh my God. So let's just keep it about fun. It's only about fun. We're just there to have fun and learn and get the ladies involved. That's all. What else? What else do we got to cover? Listen, event shirts This is our first year doing event shirts. I don't have a huge budget to do a bunch of them. We bought as many as we could possibly afford. So you better get your butts here or get your butts there Saturday ASAP. I'm not holding them for anybody other than event sponsors.
God, I don't know. I might be partial, but that's probably my favorite event shirt ever.
You know,
No, I'll be wearing them all year.
I had to take care of my man. I'm telling you,
I loved it. There's no complaints here.
Like
I said, we can't wait. We can't wait to come have fun with all our friends that we don't get to see all the time and have a blast, man, because it's going to be a huge event. Nothing but a good time. There'll be a ton of spectators. Hopefully somehow Sunday when I get up, I can grab Roosters because that was just amazing. Everyone should go to Roosters before they leave. It was the price. That was the most amazing part. I remember, like, when I got my bill, remember I started asking everyone at the table, hey, man, does someone have, like, something on their bill that's not theirs? Because I figured for sure they put half my stuff on someone else's tab. And then I started staring at the receipt and was like, wow. First thought was, dude, who eats that much? And then second thought was, I can't believe that was all like for under $20. Like, that place is amazing. I don't know. That was a really cool place.
It is. It's so cheap. If you don't drink alcohol, it's cheap. That's they have cheap food and expensive alcohol, but it's fine for me because I don't drink alcohol. So
yeah, same here.
Raising the kids up in this area, it was great to be able to, 5 of us to go there and eat for $60. You know what I mean?
It's insane.
Like pig out.
Yeah, like a lot of food. Like I got a meal and then those like grilled chicken tenders and then some sort of shrimp thing. And I think I even got a shake, like another expensive thing. Yeah. Shouldn't even be telling people like, yeah, I'm that dude. But it was so good.
I think they already know you get the munchies. It's
it just happens. It comes on like a wave. Might have been the only time I ate that day because I forgot the rest, but I don't know. It was killer.
Well, there will be food. There will be food vendors there Saturday. So, plus I'm sure there's always people cooking and whatnot.
Someone asked if he was an announcer.
No, possibly, but probably not because we had real bad storms a couple of weeks ago and their PA system got knocked out and they're not sure if it'll be fixed yet. All of their ticket booths got knocked out. So they just rebuilt those 3 ticket booths. So they're doing a bunch of storm damage repair now. So hopefully, I'm going to say no with a finger crossed of a maybe. They'll be able to have the PA system up and running, but don't count on it. So if you do want to go in Friday, Midnight Street Drags, $10 to get in. So it's cheap. It's cheap. And you can go in Friday and get your camping spots and all that jazz.
Looks like you got, White Zombie and Swamp Thing asking.
Uncaged. The baddest backwards race in the whole country this Saturday.
Trails in Ohio.
Here, I'm gonna put the event info up for you.
I think they only small tire now too. I don't know if they still big tire or not. There's some fast boys too everywhere they go.
No doubt. So there's the event details on Facebook for everybody on YouTube, LinkedIn, and if you're already on Facebook. No Prep Felons, the official live feed service of the World Series of No Prep, which is a World Series of No Prep event. So the points will, there will be points. And after Uncaged, like I said, I'm taking a break, so I'll get all the points updated and posted. I have been slacking on that. I have all the information. I have been slacking on it, but I'm going to get it taken care of after Uncaged. We'll have hot shots, secrets, prize packs for the winners of each class, Ignite race fuels, always helping out with a drum of ethanol for the winner of small tire. So you'll get a drum of, whoever wins small tire, you'll get a drum of E90, which Saturday was a World Series no prep event. Thanks to Jasper and his generosity. So Corey Malone got a drum coming his way. So let's see. I think that's all on my list. Okay, now hit me with questions, because I can't scroll back and try to keep up. It'll get messy. Yeah, Chastity, having a ladies class, free entry. Fun. Little old school, little old school street race flavor with negotiations. Thanks to Carter Trucking and Caro Auto and Truck Service, there's $350 on top of the in the class for the winner. No, Toxic's not gonna make it. Yes, I'm set. Yes, we'll be setting up Friday. Jasper's phone died. Yeah, just come out. Yep, just come out Friday evening and set up. I'll have like I said, I just haven't had time. I'm all over the country doing all this stuff, and I still have a day job. This isn't a full-time gig for me, so I still got to put my 40 hours in a week at a day job and then do all the traveling and stuff. So I'm behind on a little bit of stuff, but I'm gonna get I'll get the map up so everybody can know where to park, what expectations are, and that way it'll help avoid confusion. No, Stephen, we're not going to have time. I don't think. It seems like we'll have time, we'll do it, but I don't. Right this second, I don't think so. I'm behind. Can we put what anywhere? I'm missing something. Can you elaborate on that one for me? But yeah, No Prep Felons, Pennywise will be there doing live streams. I'm sure there'll be some other ones. I limited it because I don't want an event where the spectators can't see the cars because of all the media. I wanted to invite people that do a good job. They respect and play well with others. They're not walking out in the middle of everybody's shot all the time. I mean, it does happen, but there are some people who just do it every fucking pass. And it costs a lot of money to travel across country to get content. And it's a lot of time. And it's a huge investment. And I'm so tired of going to races with inconsiderate people that are media that just walk down the fucking lane chasing the car for whatever fucking reason. There seems to be a dozen or so people that do it consistently, no matter what you say to them. I don't get it. So I did the Dirty Dozen, and I've handpicked 12 media companies to come in and do. I know they'll do a good job. I know they'll be respectful of each other, and they'll be respectful of the racers and the spectators. They'll do a good job. The message will get out. It'll be great content, and we're going to have a good time together. I know some of the media people are mad at me. And listen, nobody's been a bigger advocate for the media than I have. And quite frankly, a lot of you wouldn't have opportunities that you have, but if it weren't for me going to bat for, people getting in for free and showing the media more respect. But the problem is there's a lot of people out there who've taken advantage of that over the last couple of years, who abuse it, who start up a media company and show up with their cell phone so they can get in for free to the race and then go stand in everybody's way. And I think sometimes they do it because they want to be in everybody's shot all the time. There's a couple of them, I guarantee that's what they do. They want to be in everybody's shot all the time, like some self-esteem booster or something. I probably sound like a prick right now, but at the end of the day, man, I want the racers, the spectators, I want everybody who's looking at the pictures and the video afterwards to have the best possible experience that we can deliver you guys, because that's what you deserve. So if that means some people get mad at me because this is what I think the right move is, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. We're going to find out. But nonetheless, I have faith in the Dirty Dozen. They're going to get the message out and do a great job, and everybody will be happy when it's all said and done. Spectators are allowed on the track, same as always, behind the barriers. Nobody will be allowed in the burnout box or past the barriers, except for crew members. Once your crew members can come up, help you do your burnout, help get you staged, help send you down the track. And as soon as you've made your pass, everybody gets off the track and the next car comes in. We're not going to be able to let people linger or have spectators in front of the barriers holding up progress or slowing anything down. But yes, spectators will be allowed on the track like we always do behind the barriers. There's almost a mile worth of concrete barrier walls that you guys can stand next to on both sides to watch. So there's plenty of ways to watch, plenty of ways to get a great view. I'll pit anywhere. No, we're not going to pit the classes together. We're just going to have the pit area marked out, and everybody can just do whatever they do. Because, there's probably going to be a big tire buddy and a small tire buddy that want to pit together. And if I make it that way, it does make sense what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But from my point of view and from my experience, if I did that, there would be a ton of people complaining and crying because of the segregation. They wanted to pit with their buddy who's in another class and blah, blah, boo-hoo. It happens. I should probably romanticize that a little bit more, but it is how it goes. I'm so ready for it to be Friday. So ready for it to be Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, the kids can drive them down there or drag them down there with a rope or something, Or we could, we could race them on the return road, starting at the ET Shack area. Pretty much the same thing as going backwards on the track as far as the surface goes. I don't know. We can talk about it Friday, but yeah, no, I'm not negotiating about any cars being down there at all for anybody for no reason. I'm just going to be clear about that on the live feed so that nobody gets any ideas about trying to negotiate later with me or whatever. Because come Saturday, I have far more important things to deal with than people who want to talk me into doing what they want to do versus what the program is, what the program has in mind. Did a great job. Did a great job. Saw some pictures, man. Did an awesome job. Nope, there is no parking fee. It's $25 a person to get in, and that includes parking. Parking's not a separate charge. Or yeah, see, prime example right here. Sean and his son are hard tire and small tire, and then you got Ryan. Oh my God. Ryan and Chase Cree, father and son, in 2 different classes. So, you know what I mean? That's why I say I'm not going to try and dictate where people can park. Yep, you can park down in the pits. You know what I mean? You can get your spot down there. Like I said, I'll put the map up just as long as you're within the mapped areas, because we will have a vendor section so nobody can pit there. But otherwise, it's pretty much free reign. I'm just going to mark out the areas. I'm not going to be too bossy about how to park or where to park or any of that type of stuff. I know everybody kind of has what they want to do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. 11 and under free. Yep. No vehicles at all will be down on the return road. Not up against the wall. None of that stuff. We had too many problems last 2 years with people putting their vehicles in the return lanes and blocking or impeding race car traffic. So there'll be absolutely no vehicles down there this year for any reason. Handicap, we'll make an exception for handicapped people to get dropped off or something. And we'll find a place for them to park close, but there will be absolutely no vehicles on the return road except for race cars or push vehicles. Yep, safety safari will be on site. We have an ambulance, paramedics. The track provides them, so we'll be all good with all the safety stuff is top notch. It's an NHRA track, and they follow all those rules to the letter. Even though it's a backwards race, it's still the same as an NHRA run event in regards to safety. Yep, I'll designate that on the map. So, racer gates 8 a.m., spectator gates 11 a.m., chip draw 1 p.m., first round small tire immediately after chip draw's done. We'll still be drawing other classes while small tires going down the track. Like I said, this thing's got to just bang, 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 bang. We just got to keep it moving the entire day. Yep, Bob Rice will be there on the live feed, and so will Pennywise. National Trail Raceway in Hebron, Ohio. Here's all your event details, Dwayne. So click that link and go to Facebook, and you can click on the event that you're going, and you'll get all the updates. Every time we make an update, you'll get a notification on your Facebook account, and you'll be updated. But yeah, this Saturday. I know we're going to have more questions, but anybody got any other questions? I know we've covered a lot of information here. I feel like we've gotten it all, but so make sure I don't miss anything. We've been going for 2 hours, so probably ought to cut it short or cut it off here. If nobody else has any other questions. I'm not getting anything. So, all right, everyone, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for coming out. Those of you that went to Turn and Burn this weekend, I had a great time with everybody. And we're going to have an amazing time this weekend at National Trail. Yes, you do. Better get out there and get testing. Right now, there's across the five classes. There's 240-ish vehicles locked in, so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Thank you, young lady. You too. Thank you. See you, buddy. Appreciate you. I just got that notification. Thank you, sir. Chad, appreciate you, brother. We'll get there. Don't worry. I'm not stressed. You don't be stressed. It ain't gonna help nothing. You know what I mean? We just keep showing up and plugging away, brother. It's all good. All right, everyone. I'm going to go to bed. I haven't slept much, and it's caught up with me. So everybody have a great week, and feel free to send me any questions you have. I'm sure I missed something, or you'll think of something later or whatever, but let's get ready for some awesome racing.
This is love, this is love, this is love. This is love, this is love, this is love.
Check the old school flow, like water, see I sorta got a Rick James aura, let the whole school know, in that order. Can't tell you what an old fool know, but everything organic, there's a whole food store. Taking nothing for granted, if you hoes too slow, too bad. When one door open, they close too mo. I ball, been dropping y'all, that Goku glow. Stash grams and ceiling fans, I don't do blow or pills. My 40 below's giving them chills. I can drive a hard bargain and never give them the wheel, that's ill. Park kill, never ran, never will. Listen, King, I jack queen if y'all don't tell her the deal. Black or white, it's so Cruella to build. This is dog 101, now give Cruella the steel. Meth, there ain't nothing Beverly Hills about me or my team. We living legends for real.